No doubt about it. Martin Rodriguez had one eye on the man, and another error from the hands of the Argentinian team allows Scotland a great attacking position. Slap bang in the middle of the pitch. They have options to go both ways.
Don't move. No, don't move. Yeah, time out. Just.
Well, it was actually Kelly Brown who went screaming down the pitch there and made the tackle. Martin Rodriguez would most definitely have done better to jump and catch, in which case the blind side flanker would not have had the opportunity to tackle in the air.
Okay, time on, please.
So the time goes back on, and Christophe Berdeau prepares himself for another set scrummage. Now, Scotland have been penalised on the last two set scrums, so they will need quick and tidy ball here, but they do have great attacking position. Slap bang in the middle of the pitch, in between the 10-yard line and the Argentine 22. Applause from Johnny Beattie at 8.
Yeah, move. Come on, please. Mark. Touch! Touch! Again! Up! Move!
Good clean ball is needed by Scotland. Very nearly didn't get the hook from Rossford, but in the end they do. And Rory Lawson releases to Dan Parks. This time he goes for the little grubber along the ground. It's well dealt with by Martin Rodriguez, who breaks from defence, and Rodriguez fires his own kick over the top. Brilliantly collected by Parks, fired wide. Now for the counter-attack. This coming from Max Evans. Dances through two tackles. Max Evans going into the 22. Just manages to find his man. Great support from Rory Lawson. Big hit in the scrum half though. Parks can go out wide. Southwell back inside to the try scorer Jim Hamilton. He finds Moray Lowe himself. Now there's still options out wide. Graham Morrison needed to ship that quickly, but Scotland have got the Argentinians on the ropes, and they pick up a penalty as a consequence, which is imminently kickable. But some great counter-attacking play, first coming from Max Evans, and then the support coming from the forwards, Jim Hamilton and Alan Jacobson. Here's the counter-attacking run from Max Evans. He has lightning pace, usually playing on the wing. Found Rory Lawson. He managed to keep it alive and then set before being fired out to Parks, and then back inside to Hamilton. Hamilton finding Alan Jacobson, and the loose head carried it forward before Graham Morrison drove into Felipe Contepome and playing the ball off his feet. The Argentine skipper is penalised, and it is another very kickable chance for Dan Parks to try and extend the Scots lead out to 7 points, the lead that they possessed very early on in the game, after just 3 minutes when Jim Hamilton went over for his first international try, and the conversion was added by Parks. Well, a chorus of boos greets the Scottish standoff, but they will not concern him one iota. He's dealt with this on 2 previous occasions already today. But on this occasion, he does push his kick, and a very simple opportunity is missed this time by Parks. Missed a few last week, but ultimately they didn't prove costly. Not sure as to how crucial that miss will prove to be come the full-time whistle. As it is, Scotland still protect a 4-point lead. 10 points to 6 is their advantage as Felipe Contepome restarts the action, and Sean Lamont carries it forward. Good support coming in straight away. Ledesma was quickly on to Lawson. Carried forward by John Barclay, and it's going to be Juan Manuel Leguizamo who is penalised. And Christophe Berdeau wants to have a word here with the Stade Francais open side, and that is because it is not the first time.
Warning. No, 7 is a tackle. Never release. Okay. Have a word with the player. Thank you. Here.
Felipe Contepome saying to Leguizamo that he needs to ensure that there is no repeats of that foul play because Christophe Berdo has given his warning now, and that warning means that the Argentines could see themselves reduced to 14 men, as they were just 7 days ago in Tucumán. And it was Leguizamo who picked up the yellow card on that occasion. Dan Parks just missed a simple opportunity a few moments ago. This one trickier as far as distance is concerned, but he has converted one from a similar range already in the game. Again, perhaps trying a little too hard this time, and it was not a clean strike from Dan Parks. Not sure whether he's having trouble with his footing next to the ball as he strikes it as the game wears on, but two missed opportunities within a couple of minutes of each other there from Dan Parks, and Argentina stay within 4 points as a consequence. Felipe Contapome with the short restart this time. Lack of communication by the Scots. Leguizamo goes for the little kick ahead, but it was a knock forward by the Argentine open side.
Blue, oh sorry, okay, blue and white, sorry. It's a white scrum. First one, blue, second one.
So two knock-ons there. First one by the Scots, second one by Argentina. That's the reason we're coming back for the scrummage, and it'll be the Argentine put in. And we've got around 7 or 8 minutes to go until the break. The clock in your top left-hand corner
no seconds.
hasn't been stopping at the same time as Christophe Berdo's time, so there is a little longer still to play than the 6 minutes that are left on that particular timepiece. Number 8 pick-up from Fernandez Lowe, about to Figueroa, and then driven forward low and flat by Contapome. A little bit too much on that though, and it will roll dead once touched down by Hugo Southwell, who looks to use up a little bit of extra time, and then flicks the ball forward to Dan Parks, who looks for his options. Not many ahead of him. And then drops back and will replan with the big restart. Driven long, deep and right. Figueroa is the man underneath it. Pass to Martin Rodriguez, who hoists the up and under, and two of the Argentine players there were offside. Well chased down in the end, and Scotland get it back well inside their own half, and now carried forward by their number 8, Johnny Beattie. Cut back inside by Sean Lamont. He manages to evade a couple of tackles. As Scotland move up towards the 10-yard line in the Argentine half. Argentine defence up very quickly indeed to deal with Ross Ford, and the Scots need to get this back quickly. Rory Lawson fired out to Parks, who again will look to kick for position.
Takes the mark.
The ball just comes to a standstill ahead of the try line, and then it's cleared long by Rodriguez, this time into touch, and Scotland will be in no rush to take this line out. They will want to play the game at their own pace rather than Argentina's. And as a consequence,
thank you. Thank you.
Christophe Berdo
Open blue
ensures that the players are in position and the tunnel is nice and wide in between the two lines. Ross Ford then to the front of the line out to Big Jim Hamilton. And Scotland have collected another penalty, and Christophe Berdo wants to have words.
In the air. No, see. Repeat the decision.
It is going to be a yellow card for Rodrigo Ronquero, and he can't believe it, but playing the man in the air is what he has been penalised for, and Christophe Berdo feels that what's happened here is repeat offending by the Argentinians. Okay, that's the first time that they offended in that particular way, but Ronquero is the man who is in the bin for 10 minutes, and very similar timing to the international a week ago in Tucumán. Scotland with a numerical advantage that they managed to benefit from to the tune of just 3 points a week ago. They'll be looking for further points here. Rain beginning to fall very heavily indeed. Ali Kellock into Dan Parks. Parks through the line, and Sean Lamont just can't hold on to it. And it went forward. And that's a bad piece of handling from the winger.
It's a wide scrum.
So Filippo Contepomi.
Number 7, right off.
Which one? Which number?
Number 7.
7.
Stands awaiting this scrummage, and the Argentinians need to bring on Marcos Sayatza due to the fact that Roncaro is off the pitch. They need a specialist prop on the pitch, and so Manuel Leguizamon's had to make way.
Touch! Inside. Touch! Pause, engage. Up! Blue! Steady! Both sides.
Christophe Verdot just warning the Scots that they are not allowed to drive until the ball is in.
La marque, il est ici. Pas de marque.
Alors qu'il reste là.
Là, reste là. Stay.
Even though they have the advantage of one man now in the scrummage as we approach half-time. Scotland still leading by 10 points to 6. Figueroa has to get the ball in. Scotland drive forward. It's collapsed. Scotland looking for the penalty here.
Yeah, thank you.
Scottish players letting each other know that they're very pleased with the scrummage there. Pressure on Argentina in a position on the pitch that they never expect to be under so much pressure. The set scrum, but that's due to the fact that Rodrigo Roncaro has been sin-binned, and therefore Scotland have a man advantage in the scrum. Figueroa is not putting the ball in, and he is penalised as a consequence. Free kick to Scotland in front of the posts. They have to make a decision here of what to do as the rain continues to pour down. Scotland have elected to take another set scrummage, and the Argentine support is muted. And as you can see, the conditions here are far more conducive to an afternoon at Murrayfield perhaps than one here in the southern hemisphere in Mar del Plata. Scotland with the pickup from Johnny Beattie back inside. Beautiful play, and bursting forward towards the line comes John Barkley. But the pass is forward.
Thank you, Dave.
And he prepares to get us back underway here in Del Plata, where Argentina are looking to avoid